Good morning, class. Welcome back to our social lessons. Today, we are going to continue working on the census. Remember that the other day you prepared a table where we registered different information about people in your family or friends to complete the census. And today, you will need that information to continue. Let's go. Okay, let's remember what is a census. Remember that demography, it is the science that describes people or society. Demo means people, and graphy, which means writing, we can understand it as description. The population, it's the people that live in a certain place, okay? And the census, it is the instrument that different governments use to count people that live in a certain area, instead of going door by door, knocking at the doors. What information can we include in a census? All right, we can include different aspects. We can include the age, the nationality, the sex that it's here on top, the location where these people live, and the economic activity. If a person is in the age of working and it's working, we say that that person is active and working, which is employed. A person that is in the age of working, but because of different circumstances is not working, is an active person, but is unemployed. And people like you, for example, children or elderly people who are dependent on others, we say that they are inactive. All right. So after reviewing this, okay, we're going to continue with your investigation. And today we're going to learn how to write a report to give information on the census. So how to report information. Okay, to write a report, first we need to choose a topic, which in this case is the census. Second step is to carry out an investigation, which is the questionnaire that you did last day. And today we are going to work on the step 3 and the step 4. We're going to collect and organize data, and we're going to draw some graphics. And finally, the last step will be the writing process, okay, which will be this report. Okay, here we go. Step 2, carry out an investigation. Here I show you again my model of the census, all right? And today you will need to look at your models, okay? I will put you the link in the drive and in Classcraft so you can access to your reports, or if you did it on the notebook, please have the notebook, okay, in front of you. After carrying out the investigation, today we're going to collect and organize the data. So I'm going to have a look at my table and I'm going to draw this kind of graphics, okay? Since I use 10 people for my census, the maximum number I'm getting in my graphic is the number 10. If you just carried the investigation on 8 or 5 people, you only need to draw or to write, okay, 8 or 5 different points here, okay? So looking at the age, okay, I am going to count how many people in my census were a child or children. And I see that none of them. So on my graphic, I don't draw any bar, okay? Adults, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 adults. So, okay, I take the bar high up to the number 8. And finally, elderly people, just 2. And that's it, okay? Same thing with the sex. How many males were in my census? I see that they were 4. And females, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I draw 6 there. And it's the same thing with the rest of characteristics. Nationality, how many Spanish? And others, in my case, none of my people had a different nationality. And the location, how many lived in a rural area? None of them. Urban, 10. So I take the bar up to the top of the graphic. And the last category was the economic activity. So how many people were active population and working, how many active but not working, so they are unemployed, and inactive population like children and elderly. So I see that that makes a total number of 6 people who are employed and actively working, 2 people who are unemployed, and 2 people who are inactive. After making this data and drawing them on your notebook, we're going to continue with the writing process, okay? So what is the process? First, on top, you need to write the title, okay? Which is My Census Report. Then we need to write an introduction to explain the general idea of the report. In my model, I used this expression, but you can use some similar expression that best matches your style, okay, or your way of speaking and expressing ideas. Remember that this is a formal text, so you need to use good English, okay? The intention of this report is to give information about demographic investigation conducted on my family and friends. In your case, if it was just on your family, just your family. If it was just friends, okay. Second step, write an introduction to explain the general idea of the, that was introduction. Third step, structure. Write a subtitle for each of the sections. So here you can see that the report has got different sections that correspond to the information that we investigated in the census: age, sex, nationality, location, and economic activity. And the fourth step is to write a paragraph in each of the sections to explain the graphics. So let's have a look and read what I wrote in each of the sections. Age. Most of the people in my life are adults between 18 and 64 years old. Only 2 people are elderly people, my grandparents in this case, and there isn't any child. How did I get all this information? From my graphics, okay? Here I say that most of the people in my life are adults, 2 are elderly people, and 2 are children. And there aren't any children. So if I go back, okay, to my age graphic, I see 8 adults, 2 elderly people, and none children. Sex. The graphic shows a similar number of male, 4, and female, 6. Nationality. The census shows that everybody is Spanish. There isn't any person with a different nationality. Location. All the people who participated in the census live in an urban area. And economic activity. Most of the people is employed. There are 2 unemployed and 2 elderly people who are inactive. And that's basically what you have to do today, okay? So remember, take your table where you have registered all the data, then work on your notebook, drawing the different graphics, and finally, write the report. And that's all for today, okay? So I hope you understood everything. If you have any doubts, write on Classcraft chat. See you, bye-bye.